There are three kinds of friends that everyone needs in their life: someone to talk to, someone to depend on, and someone to have fun with. That's according to the book The Compass of Friendship by interpersonal communication expert William Rawlins. Siyempre, grateful naman ako to have friends who prove best for certain seasons of my life. I also have a rich intercultural network of connections and friends by affiliation. Pero still, I say yes. You need these three kinds of friends in your life, especially for times of sanity, during crisis, or growth in times of stagnancy. And these types of friends, you need them as a support system, especially when you live in another country. Luckily, I spent my birthday weekend trip with these three kinds of friends exploring Japan's UNESCO World Heritage Sites and stunning sand dunes in Tottori. But before I dish the details, let me share with you some highlights in the beautiful prefecture, which also happens to be the least populous or pinakakonting tao in Japan. And it happens to be the hometown of Gosho Aoyama, the famous manga artist behind the famous Conan manga series. Ang Tottori checklist namin ay simple lang naman. First, kailangan namin ng crash landing on you moment paragliding overlooking the Tottori sand dunes and Sea of Japan. Of course, we need Wagyu, Wagyu, and Wagyu, and Michelin star restaurant na may into the woods feels. We also need to visit UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the Sand Museum, and some adrenaline activity like fat bikes or subboarding. Come, join us as we explore Tottori and as we share to you the three types of friends that you need in your life. On day 1, Saturday, since Sunday was fully booked for paragliders, right after a very slow lunch, we already hit the paragliding school. Yes, so medyo nagpalipas lang kami ng aming kinain, naglakad kami, and sugod na agad. Surprise! The most behaved among us ay yung una to give it a go. Tago na lang natin siya sa pangalang Jerk. Among the three friends, obviously, siya yung pinakatahimik. Siya lang din yung pinakamahilig magbasa, and siya lang din yung mahilig mag-catch ng mga items that we would often miss. And she also happens to be one of the three friends, the someone to talk to. She's the first of the three kinds. According to Dr. Rawlins, the someone to talk to is this. Whether you're having second thoughts about your career path or are worrying about whether that guy is going to text you back, hashing things out with a best friend can help guide you through the problem. Acceptance is a cornerstone of friendship. You can open up and be vulnerable with friends, according to Dr. Rawlins. At the same time, when you ask for her opinion, she offers compassionate objectivity. She'll push you to be the best you can be. This person is more than a sounding board. Her role is to help you become a better person, which may mean giving you tough love when necessary to guide you in the right direction. You should be able to let your guard down and confide in her, but know that she'll still challenge you in order to help you grow. Jert is exactly like that. She's the kind of friend who has repeatedly cried with me and really picked me up on the many times I've been knocked out. But she's also told me to get up if I've overstayed in my pity party bed. Hinold niya na rin akong accountable for things that I told her God has been telling me to do. Pinakita na rin niya repeatedly what grace is to me, pero she has also shown me what discipline is. Siya yung gumigising ng 6 a.m. dati para mag-aral ng kanji araw-araw. And maglalagay ng alarm clock for uninterrupted studying time pag magkasama kaming dalawa. Yung tipong di kami pwedeng mag-usap until yung break time. Pero when we have our 2 plus hour phone calls, I do 85% of the talking. She just listens. But she remembers details, ha? Hindi yung pasok sa isang tenga tapos labas sa kabila. Siya yung epitome ng James 1:19. Quick to listen and slow to speak. Of course, si Jert ay may opposite sa 3 kinds of friends that you need in your life. Diba? Si Jert yung quick to listen and slow to speak. Of course, yung quick to speak and slow to listen, that's friend number 2. Itago na lang natin siya sa pangalang Julie. She is the second kind of friend. Someone to have fun with. Sa sobrang fun to be with ni friend number 2, kahit anong comment niya o kahit titingin ka nga lang sa kanya, matatawa ka na. Pero, ang pinakamatindi, kahit nagdadasal ka pa, hindi mo mapipigilang tumawa.
Lord, Diyos ko po, salamat po sa blessing sa pandemic na ito para makakain sa ganitong pagkara. Diyos ko po, Lord. Diyos ko po, Lord. Nawala na ng trabaho ang mga tao kami. Ang sarap ng pagkain namin dito. Marami nang nangamatay, Lord, pero buhay na buhay pa itong mga to.
Totoo naman talaga. Mapapa-appreciate ka naman. Si Bobby parang hindi sure ko na-appreciate.
According to Dr. Rawlins, we need to have a friend whom we can have a good time with. There's a singular pleasure to letting loose with your closest companions compared to hanging out with your significant other, boyfriend, spouse, co-workers, or family. Our opportunities for connecting with friends are a measure of how much freedom we have in our lives. When you have a friend who doesn't come with the same types of obligations you have to your spouse or your colleagues, you're able to have a blast carefree. Ganyan-ganyan si Julie. She always downplays herself. But we all agree that she's the smartest kasi yung banter niya hindi pang textbook. She's the most quick-witted, most gutsy, most spirited, and super full of energy. There's no dull moment with her. Whether she's narrating a challenging part of her life or simply answering a question, guaranteed, tatawa ka. Lagi kang may free stand-up comedy. And she does this without even trying. She makes people laugh by just being her natural self. She is friend number 2, someone to have fun with. And buti na lang talaga, hindi kami na-empacho at natunawan kami when we had our time at the Michelin star restaurant called Mitaki Inn in Shizu, of course, still in Tottori. Michelin star restaurant siya, but actually, hindi naman siya ganon kamahal. Syempre may kamahalan, pero still, for something na super spectacular, hindi na masama yung magbayad ka ng 3,000 yen or roughly about 1,500 pesos for a full course meal.
Parang mahal na mahal ka naman dito.
Oo. You feel love me.
So, nandito kami sa UNESCO World Heritage something.
Tara!
Nakatingin lang sa akin, tumatawa. Kaya medyo na-insulto na ako dito. Medyo nakaka-insulto na ako. Hindi naman ako nagpapanawan. Buti sana ako nagpapanawa ako. Biglang titigil na, biglang tatawa. Maaga-aga na. Habang di pa ako masyadong nag-invest ng iyo. Ganyan na baka lumalim ang pagmamahal ko.
The third kind of friend everyone needs is someone to rely on. According to the article on Time magazine on the findings of Dr. Rawlins, a big part of friendship is knowing that you have someone you can count on for the everyday stuff. Picking you up from the airport when your ride suddenly falls through, lending you a pair of shoes for an interview, or watching your kids for an hour during a doctor's appointment. Syempre, wala pa naman akong kids, but you get the point. Knowing that you have that friend who's always got your back brings a lot of comfort and gives you a sense of stability. Asking a friend for a favor provides her an opportunity to give to you. At the heart of every friendship is a desire for the other to live well. So, if you can help a friend be happy, that in turn makes us happy. Yan si Robbie. Although she also listens to me and I could also have tons of fun with her. The same way Julie also can be a good person with heart-to-heart talks and is also always present when you need help. And I can also laugh my heart out with Jert, and she's also extremely dependable. Robbie is the one whom you could call anytime, and she will not delay in acting on your dilemmas. Siya yung poproblemahin mo pa lang, nasolusyonan niya na. Siya yung when we have a group project or when we travel, you can afford not to worry about anything. Siya rin naman yung pag sinabi niyang, I've got your back, girl, talagang ganun niya. Minsan nga, pati side and front, sagot pa niya. Seriously speaking, mas dependable pa siya sa kind of a few men that I've encountered in my life. Siya, pag sinabi niya, she owns up to the responsibility. Whether nagkamali siya or tumama siya. These are the three kinds of friends you'd need in your life. Of course, I have other sets of friends who fit the bill too. Kakatawa, nakikinig, nagtitake charge. But I'm most grateful for this time that I got to spend with these three. And I'm so happy that the three gelled very well, effortlessly and naturally on this stress-free birthday weekend. It's important to find your tribe. But it's even more important to also learn to let go of friendships that do not bring you closer to the best version of yourself. It's not healthy to force friendships and keep friendships that could actually be encumbrances, just like what it said in Hebrews. God has placed people in your life for a season, for a reason. Sometimes, overextending people in your life whom God has assigned for season only sometimes causes you to overstay in a certain period of your life. Baka dapat spring ka na, nag-overstay ka pa sa winter just because you found comfort in someone in that particular season. Do not permit season imbalance just because of the company you choose. I know that finding these three kinds of friends is not easy. Baka na-take advantage ka na before, or na-backstab, or na-abandon. All these stop you from developing deep friendships. Well, the truth is, even these three kinds of friends we need, and that I have, will fail me at one point. They will have a different season. They will have to leave. But love and allow ourselves to be loved because Christ loved us first. If you're having a hard time finding these friends, maybe, just maybe, you need to first be that kind of friend. Love the way Christ loves you. Gaya nga ng sabi sa 1 John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, that someone laid down his life for his friends. Ang beautiful kind of love, no? Such a standard for friendship. That's what Christ demonstrated on the cross. Friendship with no conditions. Unconditional love. Relationships. Aren't they important? I bet they are. I'm not really fond of showcasing the best life persona, leading others to envy or compare. I mean, what's the point? No. For me, I've always believed that the best life is one that uplifts others, one that brings light to darkness, one that is authentic and not afraid to show vulnerability, fears, frustrations, and failures. After all, we're human. Di naman tayo robots, di din naman tayo statwa. I've always believed that the best life is the one that always chooses to see the silver lining, one that inspires, one that tells another life God wants to bless you too.